But something you need to think about right now is that we have the time trial 1-try finals coming up right here. After this, there's no more matches. They're done. Matches are over. Fucking dead. We got the final match here. We got iMathII. We got AnunGuy. This is gonna be a great one. All right. And yeah, so I'm not gonna do the whole introduction because you already saw some of it earlier. But I'm gonna introduce our players real quick. Of course, we got iMathII, ranked number 5 in the world. Okay, that's obviously really good. Single digits, 1 digit. Like I have 3 digits, but he only has 1. That's like crazy, right? Best track is DK Mountain. You see down here, he has the DK Mountain flap record. Yeah, sorry. And worst track is Daisy Cruiser. So, probably might not see that one picked from him. And yeah, and you see obviously this guy, number 5 in the world, very good at like everything. Canadian Mario Kart Double Dash champ, is the overall god, has all 32 of the god times, his DK Mountain flat world record, and yeah, and with that, he is our 2024 individual champion already. He already clinched that like 2 rounds ago. But so this match, this is just for fun, just to see, how far he can really take it, because he's obviously gone pretty far already, making it to the finals of this time trial 1-try tournament. And so yeah, so obviously very skilled player. Congrats on the individual championship. But still has to show up today because look at his opponent. Wait, what the fuck? Number 11? Where did this guy come from? What the fuck? Yeah, we got a AnunGuy here, and he's been popping off lately. All right, like literally came back to the game like 3 weeks ago, pretty much just for the tournament, and then all of a sudden has just been completely wiping his timesheet, and has obviously taken his rank down to number 11. So number 5 versus number 11, pretty close rank wise, and I mean already dealing with 2 of the best players in the world, so that rank difference really isn't going to be that much of a difference. Best track is Mario Circuit. He's 3rd place on the 3-lap there. Would not be surprised at all if he were to pick that. And is overall god, did get all 32 of the god times this week. Or complete all, reached all 32 god time. You know what I mean, this week. And was the 2023 MKD Player of the Year. And based on how he's been playing the last few weeks, might be the 2024 Player of the Year. Who knows? But yeah, again, and just a reminder of our match structure before we get into it. It's 1st to 7 races wins. Both players will ban 1 track before the match. Lower seed will pick the first play track, so that will be AnunGuy, and then yeah. So predictions actually heavily favoring AnunGuy. That is very interesting. I think we're just about to get started here on the road. I think. Okay. Alright. I'm throwing in a good luck in his ready message. And yeah, here we are on the Arc NCL. Also known as Rainbow Road. Now, this track, obviously, a pretty treacherous one. And, treacherous tracks, they can be treacherous. So yeah, definitely a lot of plays for both players mess up. I did notice, I think AnunGuy actually went for like the little zipper skip there, and iMath did not, so that could save him a bit of time. But AnunGuy nearly falling off on the straightaway, barely is able to stay on. And yeah, okay, so both players, no really any major mistakes as they enter the elevators. Not exactly a perfect sync right now, so hard to tell exactly what the lead is, but we'll check out these lap times. AnunGuy opting not to shroom, very interesting play. iMath does shroom. That is 58.962 versus 59.365, so AnunGuy up by 0.4 and has a shroom advantage, but if he falls off, then both of those shrooms are gone. And if both players fall off, then iMath would have used the shroom, at least, and AnunGuy would not have. So definitely a risky play from AnunGuy not doing the trim on the lap 1 spiral, but it could definitely still work out for him. AnunGuy does the spiral MT, actually ends up missing the zipper afterwards, but I think that's not too bad of a time loss, about 0.1-ish, I'd say. Alright, we'll check out these lap 2 spirals. I imagine both players will bust out a mushroom here. Little bounces from AnunGuy. Don't think that'll mess him up. Oh, great R-Tech. 58.962 from AnunGuy versus a 58.916 from iMath. So AnunGuy still ahead by about 0.4 and has that shroom advantage. So yeah, the players basically broke even on that lap too. And as long as AnunGuy does have the lead and the mushroom, but if he falls off, then that will very much change. It's not like falling off is impossible. This is Rainbow Road after all. Did see AnunGuy miss some zippers on the spiral there. That actually forbade him, I suppose, from going for the zipper MT, or the spiral MT, at least safely going for it. I did also miss a zipper, I think, and ooh, AnunGuy barely hits like the lip of the track and gets a little airtime from it, but stays on. Let's see these times, like, AnunGuy landing on the zipper about 244. iMath also at about 244. This could be very close. We'll see how this shroom goes for AnunGuy. Oh, pretty good though. Pretty good. 256.653. Very impressive run. Say 257.441. Wow, what a showing from both of these players here on Rainbow Road. Extremely impressive times for a one try. You see AnunGuy finishing on his top 5 there, and a 257. Was it 257.4 or 257.1? I don't exactly remember. Either way, an insane run from both players. Just going to show, really, that they are some of the best players in the world here on our first track, Rainbow Road. But AnunGuy going to take the 1-0 lead over the favorite. So that is definitely a very interesting development to start off. And yeah, so iMathII obviously going to pick Dry as his counter pick here. Very smart pick. I think this is one of iMath's best tracks. So I can't hate it. I can't hate it. Alright, I imagine we'll see both players shroom on lap 1. That is the optimal strategy. I'd say AnunGuy did have a slightly cleaner shroom. It is a little harder to tell without AnunGuy's audio. But I guess we can check out these lap times, as we'll see AnunGuy approach the finish line with a 29.855, I believe that is, versus a 29.631 from iMath. So if my eyes do not deceive me, iMath about 0.2 ahead, heading into lap 2. Clean shroom for AnunGuy. Will we see a shroom from iMath? Yes, we will. Ooh, iMath getting stuck up in the Piranha Pit a little bit. That's going to cost him some time, definitely. Luckily, he's able to evade the Piranha itself, but going to be quite the time loss here on lap 2 for him. 29.434 from AnunGuy versus 29.5. 29.5 with that? That's honestly insane. So iMath only lost about 0.1 that lap. Actually, exactly 0.1 on the dot. So iMath still ahead by about 0.1, I think? Or 0.3, I don't remember exactly. So it's all going to come down to this lap 3, really. And I would honestly say iMath is driving this a bit cleaner. Rounding the final corner now is AnunGuy. We'll check out his time. 1:35.80. It's going to be very close here, you guys. 1:30.514. Wow! By a few frames, iMathII is going to take this one. Unbelievable. Wow. All right. So I don't know if you guys watched the iMathII versus Electro match over in around or the semifinals, and we had a lot of close finishes in that match, but I don't think any were as close as 66 milliseconds. Just about 4 frames is the difference here on dry. You guys, again, you're dealing with two of the best players in the world here. You're going to have a very close match on by precedent, really. And you're going to have a few very close races, and we just saw a very close one. Oh, fuck. Oh, my God. Fuck. I fucked it. Okay, there we go. A very close one here on Treasure Desert, and we're already moving into the next track pick. Sorry. Pretty fast paced. And ooh, sorry, I was just about to say it's Mushroom Bridge, and iMath missing the start boost. Very uncharacteristic mistake. I mean, that's like a mistake you make at like Expert C, not like God +5 overall. But we do see AnunGuy hitting a truck here. He did recover extremely well, especially considering the section he was on. So I don't think that will cost him too much time, especially compared to iMath, who also hits a truck, but is only down by about 0.2. Now iMath did use a shroom to recover from that, but oh no, disaster strikes in the tunnel because he has to drift to avoid the truck, and then he gets stuck up on the wall, uses a shroom to recover, and gets caught in the alleyway. Bro thought this was an alternate paths time trial 1 try, but it's not. AnunGuy with a 26.01 shroom versus a 28.0 by iMath, so AnunGuy up over 2 seconds, does get to use that shroom as well. I think this might be over. This might be over. AnunGuy would have to make like a newbie level mistake, like, to lose this one, I think, and he's gonna finish it out with a 119.581, very strong run, versus a 122.150 from iMath. So yeah, just iMath not even coming close here on Mushroom Bridge, which, you know, is a more driving-based track, so definitely probably feels good for AnunGuy to get that win there against a higher-ranked player on a more driving-based track. And yes, I am trash talking because you guys, I don't know if you necessarily let me, but you let me commentate this, so I'm gonna do what I want. All right. But yeah, no, sorry. It was just funny in the moment. But it seems as if the next track pick is out here. From that's a dictator. Is that what they call it in France? Sorry. But yeah, we are about to see Waluigi Stadium here. Come out. Oop, I did not realize I meant to post ready. My bad. Alright. And yeah, so Waluigi Stadium is the track pick from iMath. So not this week, but the week before that, iMath and AnunGuy both set extremely strong flap times here. I think iMath ended up being number 5 and AnunGuy's was number 6. I am probably wrong, but both very good times. Actually, it might have been like 3rd and 4th or something. I literally have no idea. Okay, I'm going off the dome here. But yeah, both players did use a shroom here on lap 1. And this is a track with like just a lot of inconsistent sections. A lot of places you can bounce, get a lot of bounces. We'll see these lap 1 times. 33.126 versus 32.888. 888 for iMath. He's going to put him a little less than 0.3 ahead. About a quarter of a second, really. And I think we'll see a shroom from both players on lap 2 here. And indeed, we do. Now, since these players are not driving at necessarily a PR level right now, I would not say. It's going to be a little harder because they have cycles on this track that are a very key player, and they might not be super familiar with these cycles. So 32.962 is 32.412 from iMath. So iMath, about 3/4 of a second ahead now. Obviously a very great place to be. We'll see these wall rides. Not exactly particularly outstanding finish player, but I think iMath was slightly better, and he's only going to add on to his lead here on lap 3, it seems. And all right, rounding the final corner, check out this ramp trick. Oh, iMath gets some bounces and falls off on the ramp. No! Disaster. That is the exact opposite of what you want to happen on the ramp trick. Just completely... I don't even know how to explain that. I've been playing this game for like 5.5 years, and I don't even know how to explain that, really. Just, like, gets a bad bounce, like, on, like before the ramp, and somehow that carries on to the ramp, and, like, just gives him no speed. Literally doesn't make... Like, iMathII even said he's never seen that happen on the ramp before. So... that is just such an unlucky occurrence for iMath, who definitely looked very easily on pace to win that race. But instead of it being tied, it's now 3-1. So AnunGuy kind of gets a lucky break there. I'm not gonna lie, kind of a Mickey Mouse win, even if you want to call it that. But yeah, but sometimes, you'd rather be lucky than good. So, and we definitely saw that on display there on Waluigi Stadium. One of the more inconsistent tracks. So, pretty lucky break from AnunGuy. But again, okay, I don't know why I'm gonna start with so late. Alright, yeah, we see AnunGuy obviously off to the races here. iMath gonna start here too, and a very logical pick from iMath. Literally does hold the fast lap world record here. So, obviously pretty good at this track. Stream seems to be buffering. We'll see if I can switch some stuff up here. Alright. Alright. Okay. Alright, not entirely sure what that was all about. Did not exactly catch Tristan's lap one time. But, oh, sorry, what the heck? Alright, doesn't even make sense. But, alright. I'm going to say I do think iMath is quite a bit ahead here. I think he got like a 35 point over, so like a 37. So not entirely sure what happened to AnunGuy on his lap, but obviously must not have been the greatest. AnunGuy does get stuck on the fence a little bit, the metal fence that is. Does get a pretty clean gap cut. Could have done with a little less dragging per chance, but 37-0 versus 34-3. iMath is like multiple seconds ahead right now and has a shroom. I think iMath would have to either fill the gap or fall off the bridge for AnunGuy to stand a chance on this one. Oh, iMath gets stuck on the fence, gets turned around. Will that be enough? Oh, barely hits the gap. 152 from AnunGuy. Yeah, I think iMath's got this one. Indeed he does. 145.8. Not exactly the cleanest run from either player. Why did it small? Why did he make it small? What? Did he do that? That match was Coughing Baby versus Hydrogen Bomb. Yeah. Okay, so, yeah, so iMath does get the win here. Sorry, that was not exactly the most watchable race. I would like to apologize, but, why did he move? Okay, hold on, you guys. Alright. Okay. So I just had to fix some stuff up very quickly. But we should be good to go for our next race. Which is going to be, as you can see, Baby Park. Definitely an interesting track. I don't know why there's such a desync. I apologize. Okay, 9.737 opener from AnunGuy versus 9.725 from iMath. So it seems like both players going for the basic 8MT. Very smart. Don't want to get too risky with it. 326 versus 316. A very neck and neck 8MT race. iMath was a little wide on the first corner of the lap. 211 versus 407. So AnunGuy gaining nearly 0.2 on that lap. I would say he is in the lead after that, but does have a 4.65 lap 4 versus a 5.38. So wow, I don't know what happened on iMath's end, but definitely is losing some time here on AnunGuy, slowly fading away. And we'll see this final lap from AnunGuy. Ooh, wide on the first shroom. See how the second shroom goes. Also kind of wide on that one. It's going to finish with a 105.092. Shrooms from iMath finishing with a 105.192. Oh my goodness. Okay. Wow. Alright. Sorry. Not necessarily the greatest commentary on that one. But, what am I saying? But, iMath, just had a couple bad corners, a couple dropped in tees, purportedly. And that was the difference maker on Baby Park. Okay, there we go. Alright. But yeah, so that's gonna make it 4-2 for AnunGuy, the underdog here. Definitely not over. Have been a couple close races indeed. He exactly lost by exactly 0.1 on that one. But yeah, all right. So yeah, it's gonna be iMath's track, or yeah. So we just saw AnunGuy's track pick Baby Park. Obviously worked out for him great because he got the track win. But now it's gonna be back to iMath. Oh, maybe. Okay, sorry. I'm just trying to do things. Oh, look at that sync. Alright, there we go. That's a good sync. That is a nice little sync right there. Alright. Sorry, should be a little better to watch. Apologize. Alright, so Luigi Circuit is the track for iMathII, and, you know, this track, it looks simple. But it's not, okay? This track has some tricks up its sleeve, for sure. Definitely a lot of tough sections, especially that, that long straightaway, that ATEX section that both players just completed. And also the U-turn that they are now approaching. I did not catch the lap one time. Sorry, probably should have done that. But yeah, both players driving pretty cleanly right now. I mean, yeah, they had a perfect sync at the start, so I think they are just about dead even right now. I'll try to gauge. I'm gonna have to gain a bit of time on that lap too compared to AnunGuy. So we'll see how this lap 3 goes. I can't even like look between them just to give a comparison because they look pretty much neck and neck. Although it does look like iMath is starting to pull away a little bit. We'll see how they finish out. 114.929 versus 115.786. So yeah, it was pretty close on the first 2 laps, but iMath just had a very strong last lap and was able to use it to pull away. So you know, that's gonna make it 3-4. having the deficit here, and now is potentially looking to equalize as we go into our next race, which I don't know what it will be. It is on AnunGuy's discretion as to what it will be. But yeah, 114, one try there from iMath. Like, a very strong one try from both players, but iMath just was locked in, I guess, and was able to make it count. I'll talk about the bans here real quick. So iMath, BC ban, he's banned at every match. Definitely a rough one-try track, and it actually eliminated him in last Carter standing. So, yeah, so, and that ended up costing him a medal in that event, so definitely probably has a grudge against that track. So do not blame him at all for shying away from that. And then guys ban is Yoshi Circuit. I think it's been quite a minute since the last time he actually time trialed that track or like seriously grinded it. So, and it is one of iMath's best tracks. So very logical ban. But yeah, the next pick from AnunGuy is Mushroom City. I do think this is one of AnunGuy's worst tracks in terms of just like ranking. But I mean, again, when you're this good at the game, your worst track, you're still going to be pretty good at that track. So, let's check out these lap 1 times 32.444 versus 31.877. So I'm at a little over half a second ahead. Shroom's coming out in lap 2 from both players. Smart stuff. Oh, iMath seemingly, I guess, got a little stuck on that corner and had to mushroom to recover. That's obviously going to cost him. Well, it's going to cost him a mushroom and probably cost him a bit of time too. And iMath, somehow makes it around the final corner of the track. Pretty lucky there. Does go wide around the truck, playing it safe. 31.648 versus 31.948. So AnunGuy cuts the lead down to about 0.2, and that lead is only going to grow with this Shroom on lap 3. Does get stuck up on the wall afterwards a tiny bit, but I think he's... Oh, this is close. This is close. I think it's all going to come down to the final straightaway here. We'll see how both players do it. AnunGuy not going to risk going inside the truck. Smart play. I think iMath's got it. Yeah, 135.363 versus 135.939. So both players had a rough Shroom, but iMath did have the Shroom to recover from it. So that definitely helped a little bit. And I think iMath just overall outdrove AnunGuy here, and that is going to tie this match up 4-4. Look at that, you guys. Look at that. 4-4, 4-4. Yeah, we have been eating good. You guys are eating good. You guys have been blessed with an amazing match today. But yeah, so that's back-to-back track losses for AnunGuy. So definitely the pressure starting to mount on him a little bit, especially with it now being tied instead of him being in the lead. Looks like Dak is going to be the pick from AnunGuy, as in Daisy Cruiser. Very smart pick from AnunGuy. We did see at the beginning that this is iMathI's worst track, so... iMath may be a little bit confused, maybe not familiar with the DAC acronym. That's, I guess technically it's not an acronym. Oh shit. Fuck. Okay, hold on. Alright. iMath's already going. Okay, let me see AnunGuy going too. Alright. Sorry, I kind of fucked up the countdown. I accidentally started it before Tristan said ready, and I was like, shit, wait, don't go. But yeah, Daisy Cruiser, definitely an interesting track. Obviously, you see the stairs that AnunGuy just traversed, and the table section that iMath just went through. Definitely not the easiest parts of the track, especially because, you know, in one shot, you're not going to be driving as optimally as you would in a PR. here on the pack bot. So maybe some unique cycles that you're not exactly used to dealing with. Both players do logically shroom on lap 2 just to try to get as close to the normal cycles as they can. But AnunGuy kind of was wide on the shroom, I think. I'm going to check out these shroom laps, but I think iMath is quite a bit ahead. By about a second, I think. Well, again, we'll check out these laps. Well, 32.150 from iMath versus 32.706 from AnunGuy. So based on lap 2 alone, iMath would be a bit ahead. I did not see the lap 1 times. I do apologize. But AnunGuy getting stuck on the stairs a little bit, that is definitely going to cost him some time. If he wasn't already down, he definitely is now. And I think this one is dang near over. We'll see iMath is the 137.637, very strong run from him, versus a 138.931. Yeah, not particularly close. Really, honestly, for, again, just the stairs on lap 3 from AnunGuy, were just a nail in the coffin, really. But, yeah. So this is interesting. Obviously, you know, AnunGuy was up 4-2, but now he's down. He's down 5-4. That's 3 straight wins from iMath. So, and 2 of which were on AnunGuy's track picks. So, if he wasn't feeling it before, AnunGuy probably definitely feeling the pressure now, at least a little bit. Dak. That's so good. But yeah, so we are only going to see hold on, trying to do the math. We are only going to see 5 more races or less. And that's what's going to end up deciding it. It's obviously very close, 5-4, and both players pretty close to the lucky 7 that you need to win. I think the pick from AnunGuy, ooh, that was going to be Peach Beach for a second. He was hovering over it, but it seems like he's going to go to Deshungle here. That seems to be the pick. It's a pick that I like, for sure. AnunGuy literally played it last week. Got God on the 3 lap. That ended up being the last God he needed for the 32 out of 32 mark. So, definitely not a pick I hate by any means. Sorry. Okay. I was just testing stuff. Alright. But yeah, Down Jungle, very, variant track, where a lot of places can be messed up big time. One of these is this bridge, which AnunGuy traverses cleanly, and so does iMath. Does get a small bonk, but doesn't completely kill him. AnunGuy, oh, what the heck just happened to AnunGuy? I think he shroomed, but like actually hit the edge of the what's called the little bridge and just sent him flying in the wrong direction. So that is disastrous for AnunGuy because he's going to be down multiple seconds. 34.489 versus a 42.102. So iMath up nearly 8 seconds and has the shroom advantage. And that shroom is not nothing on this track because you can take a pretty big shortcut with it. Now that shortcut can be done shroomless, but it is only about a 1 in 40 trick for the average player. We'll see AnunGuy go for it, probably just a desperation move. Doesn't quite get it. Is able to stop himself before he falls off, but yeah, I think AnunGuy doesn't think he can win this one. And yeah, I would say this one is pretty much over. I think iMathII could literally just like camp on the ending geyser and get hit by it and still probably win at this point. We will see. And it's not over till both players cross the finish line. Oh, iMath, what the heck? Why was he going for shroomless? Trying to balance the playing field? Maybe he's listening in. Maybe he just decided like, oh, maybe let's just make this close for the viewers. AnunGuy going for shroomless does not hit it, unfortunately. I don't know if that was just like an instinct thing or like just like completely like just like brain aneurysm, but Not exactly maybe what you want from iMath, but but yeah, iMath luckily stops himself before failing. And it's just going to be a nail in the coffin on a very dominant DDJ win. That is not the score. Okay, there we go. Okay, yeah. So iMath is in fact listening in. Says that Tristan would probably want it. For him. Oh, I guess AnunGuy still hasn't finished. The race. We will be waiting on him to do that. Okay. Alright, I guess we're just gonna have to wait until he hits the Shroomless. And as I said, the average runner hits this about 1 in 40, so gonna take some time. We might get to see 40 Shroomless attempts. But hey, you know what they say, practice makes perfect, right? Okay, now we're gonna see if iMath can complete DDJ again before AnunGuy can. Does miss the start boost, so okay. I don't who even knows what's going on anymore, man. Okay, they're both gonna go for Shroomless. This is a change in plans. Yeah, I mean, Tristan might win if he hits Shroomless. Okay, pretty close attempt from iMath there. It's probably closer than any of AnunGuy's. Okay, stops himself. Alright, guys, we do have a match that we're trying to play here, actually. I'm not really as mad at iMath, because I know he's just adding on to the bit. But, like, I literally can't move on until AnunGuy finishes this race. Oh! Hits the edge. Oh, no. That was so close. It's okay. He's getting closer and closer every time. Surely this time he hits it. Oh, okay. Oh! That was so close that time. No, dude. Okay. I cannot save the ghost data anymore. Still is going to try it the Shroomless, though. Yeah, I agree with Electra, actually. Forget the time trial one try. This isn't like the finals or anything. Like, this is better than any time trial one try match I've ever seen, quite frankly. Oh, guy hits it! Oh, he's going on the bridge! Oh my god! Is this the run? Going over the final geyser hill! 5:35! World record! Yeah, I can't believe you hit the Shroomless in a one try. I've never seen the Shroomless in a one try before. So, I mean, okay. iMath, I know you're listening. I'm gonna have to have you stop now. I know you're getting close, but we do have a match to be played. Okay, I think we're gonna see one more attempt. Surely it's only one more attempt. Okay, there we go. All right, thank you, iMath. I know, I know you want to attempt that Shroomless a few more times until you hit it, but again, I got a match. I got to get done. You know, I have a very busy schedule. All right, here we go. Mac is the track here from AnunGuy, and it's a very good track. Excuse me. It's a very good track pick from AnunGuy. Because, he's... Oh, iMath, the missed start boost. Okay. I do think we're going to see AnunGuy do grass right here, and indeed we do. This is a very smart play from AnunGuy. He's actually talked about this before. Basically, he goes in the grass intentionally, because if you mess up the first turn, then it's actually slower than just going in the grass like that. Because going in the grass like that only is about 0.2 slower than like a good first turn. So, a very, very smart balancing risk-reward play. We'll see these lap times. AnunGuy should be ahead 32.24 versus 31.004. So AnunGuy losing a bit of time on the... Oh, iMath hits the tree in the shroom cut. Has to use his other shroom to recover. I think this one's just about over, you guys. Down a shroom on Mac, that alone is hard enough to come back from. And wow, with a Goomba hit too. Yeah, I think this one's wrapped. Unfortunately for iMath. Yeah, loses about a second and a half to Trish on that lap. Yeah, AnunGuy didn't have necessarily the cleanest cut. Probably would have preferred to go in between the trees, but not gonna matter, I don't think. I think he could hit a Goomba and still win. And he does not hit the Goomba, so he should have this one in the bag. And indeed, he does. 127.388. Wow. Wow, what a one try. Wow. That's insane, actually. What the fuck? I'm just processing that, like, how good of a time that is for one try. Because, like, he did the grass strat at the beginning, which, like, cost, like, 0.2, like, over a good first turn. So, like, without that, that's, like, a 127.1. Like, that's actually so fucking good. Holy shit. Yeah, and with a third lap shroom, too. Like, literally might be the best run we've seen by any player in this tournament so far. I did say so far. There is at least one race left. And yeah, so obviously AnunGuy was on match, or iMath was on match point there on AnunGuy's pick. And AnunGuy picks his best track, his Golden Goose. And obviously worked out for him quite well. With an extremely strong run. I don't even think if iMathII drove, like, even without iMathII's mistakes, I still don't know if that would have been enough for him to win, honestly, because of how good of a run that was from AnunGuy. But yeah, now it's iMathII's pick, and this is huge for him, because this track pick could decide whether he wins or loses, pretty much. Well, not necessarily if he loses, but if he makes the right track pick here, he could seal it off and could be the MKDD Olympics Time Trial One Try Tournament champion. We'll see. The track pick from iMathII is Wario Coliseum, one of his best tracks. How will it work out for him? We will see right here or right now. And so yeah, this is obviously going to be quite interesting. A little bit of backstory on this track. So iMath picked this track. I believe it was actually the first track of his semifinal match against Electro. And it looked like Electro had it in the bag, but iMath just slowly kept gaining and gaining over the course of the 2-lap. Because iMath had a pretty big mistake at the beginning, but iMath ended up just catching up over the course of the run and taking home the win by, I think, less than a second. So, definitely could see another close race here. We did interestingly see iMath use his streams on lap 1, but AnunGuy did not. AnunGuy just, I guess, trusting in the fact that he won't fall off. We'll see how good his judgment is as we approach the smooth A-Tech section. He gets through it cleanly. Check out these lap times. 1:00.012 for 58.577. So I'm at the head by about a second and a half. But remember, AnunGuy does have both of those shrooms, and this is a more variant track. This is not over at all. This is just not over yet. AnunGuy, shroom 1, shroom 2. Oh, iMath stuck on the spiral. But AnunGuy gets a little stuck up too. I don't think his stuck cost as much time. But both players making pretty big mistakes, pretty noticeable mistakes on the spiral. Oh, this is getting good. This is getting good, you guys. Let's see. AnunGuy lands from the drop about 136. iMath also about 136. This is neck and neck, you guys. It is all going to come down to this ending section. AnunGuy approaching the smooth A-Tech. How clean can he hit that? Can he do it? Pretty clean. Rounding the final corner. 159.378. What does iMathII get? 159.475. Less than 0.1 away from ending it off. But instead, we are going to race 13. iMathII's pick to decide the time trial one try tournament champion. This is unbelievable. This is unbelievable. Listen. I don't even know what to say. I'm actually flabbergasted, bro. Like, you guys are getting a fucking show today. I don't want to hear you guys ever complain about anything I ever do ever again. Okay? Because you guys are getting an insane match. This might be literally the greatest time trial one try match in MKDD history. Like, genuinely. Like, think long and hard about how many matches have gone to a one race to decide everything and have had the stakes that are this high, you know? This decides who wins the tournament. I don't know if there is one. Okay? Not to toot my own horn, but I'm just saying. I'm saying what I believe to be true. And yeah, so it is iMath's pick again, and Sherbetland is the choice for iMath. Now, I do think this is one of AnunGuy's weaker courses. I could be wrong, but I think this is one of his weaker tracks. I don't know how iMathII necessarily fares compared to him on this one. I've looked at AnunGuy's timesheet a little more. I apologize. AnunGuy did, I think, like, just miss a drift in the tunnel there. But yeah, this is it, you guys. Throw out everything you just watched. It all comes down to this race. And, AnunGuy with a drop in T does recover pretty nicely, but I think he's going to be down after this lap. 26.436 versus 25.760. iMath ahead by about 0.7. Oh, but iMath is a Shy Guy hit. That lead pretty much just got erased. In fact, I think AnunGuy might be ahead. We'll see where they use their streams. Will it be a lap 2 shroom or a lap 3 shroom? AnunGuy uses his shrooms here on lap 2. iMath foregoing the shroom. Going to hope that he doesn't fall in the lake. I guess. AnunGuy, can he dodge the Shy Guys? Yes, he can. Can iMath dodge the Shy Guys? Rough Cycle does get the dodge, but has to take kind of a wide line. It's the fence. Has to shroom to recover. This is looking bad. This is not looking great for iMath. This is not looking great. AnunGuy over the snow hill. Final section now. Kind of a weird line. Makes it around the final corner. I think this one's over. 116.0. iMath not going to pull it off. AnunGuy pulls off the upset. Unbelievable. Wow. You guys. We saw AnunGuy up 4-2. Okay. Then we saw iMathII win 4 straight to go up 6-4. And then AnunGuy wins 3 straight to finish off the match. Unbelievable finish. Unbelievable. All right. I do think we're gonna get the players in for a post-match interview here. Let me fix some things up real quick. Let me just mute this. It's not in the way. All right. I think I'm gonna go ahead and call them up. I'll call up the players. Should have them joining any second now. Okay, I'm unmuted. All right. AnunGuy's deafened right now, but I think he should undeafen any second. I would assume. iMath, welcome. Um,
What's up?
how you feeling? How you feeling?
Oh, I got very nervous. At the start, I was playing a little rough, and then I took it in the middle, and then at the end, it got really intense again for both of us, I think.
Yeah, that was definitely a very back and forth match. Because it was an guy who like got out to a 4-2 lead, and then you won 4 straight to make it 6-4, make it match point, and then an guy just kept clutching out and ended up winning it 7-6. So obviously a very close match, very back and forth. Definitely could have gone literally either way, and end up being an guy who pulled it off. And speaking of an guy, we have him here in the voice call with us right now. Guy, how are you feeling after that incredible victory?
It was a pretty crazy match. You know, iMathII, he's a very good player, and I
Oh,
think
thank you.
he did a lot more warm up than I did. I was in the sub before the match while he was playing. Um,
Yeah,
and I like fully didn't expect to win that match. Especially after I was like up 4-2, and I thought like maybe I have a chance, and then but it was like 5-4, and then I'd kind of given up hope after that, but and I just kept winning.
oh dang, yeah. Sometimes that's the kick you need, because I was definitely like, especially after Mario Circuit shook me a bit, and it
Yeah.
was tough. But yeah, everyone in this tournament has impressed me with how consistent they are. Because like this is the first uh, TT1T tournament. I've been in like 3, maybe 4, I think. But this is one of the first ones that like I've actually been like up to my level, I guess. Like before, I would just like play as if it was time trials, and it just like fuck up, like make big mistakes. It's just like no, we can't be doing that. This
Oh
is
yeah.
not how TT1T works.
Yeah.
I think everyone else here has learned that lesson much better than I did. And a lot
Another thing
of
is
oh
too.
yeah,
Um, Sorry, I was gonna add to your point, but another
no
thing
yeah yeah.
is when I'm playing against a player that's like better than me as you are, I can't like have like a time trial where I only make like a couple mistakes and then expect to win. Like I actually have to play
Mm-hmm.
well instead of just not making mistakes, you know?
Yeah, true. Yeah, it's always weird. Because yeah, against you, you're good enough that like we're 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 on the same level.
Hey,
I
I'm sorry.
feel like
Only a minute.
in
Okay.
time trials it's different, but in
Yeah.
the TT1T, I think we're both very good. My brain is trying to like think of something.
I think like especially at the top, the line is very blurred and it's a lot easier to have upsets in time trial one tries.
Yeah, because yeah, like there were definitely some matches for both of us, I think, where we made more mistakes than we should have been able to get away with, but still did because the other player just like messed up more. It's like sometimes you can afford to make mistakes and sometimes you
But
can't.
it doesn't start for like the 26th.
Yeah, and it's always interesting because I didn't have the stream up. I muted it for
Oh
race
yeah.
edits, so I didn't know how the race was going until it was
March.
done. And so I would make like a few mistakes and think
Yeah.
like, oh,
Not this
I'm
semester.
not winning, and then like I'm really close, right? I actually won the match. Like Waluigi was one of those in which
Oh yeah. Dude, Waluigi
I
was
played
crazy.
fucking awful for all of Waluigi, and then you just
Um,
I heard like your fall off at the end was really weird,
I realized
and
like
then actually
5
to
minutes
see
before
what
I left,
happened,
they'll
but
be here. I don't
Yeah,
know.
it wasn't like super insane, but it was weird. I like so I did the thing on the final turn. I took it too tight and I like got a bunch of air, so my alignment was bad. So it's just like, okay, I'm just gonna like drive straight and like not go for the ramp trick. But my line ended up taking me on the right anyways, but I wasn't drifting. I was just going straight, and Normally I expect to just get pushed to the left to hit the zippers, but I didn't, so I just fell off. That's my memory of it, at least.
I'm definitely gonna go back and watch that one.
Yeah, sorry. I had to I'll let you guys do the talking a bit there. So yeah, definitely was an incredible match. Gonna be uploaded to YouTube later if you want to go back and watch it, Churston.
Let's go.
But yeah, so I'm just wondering, like, so obviously for you and AnunGuy, that was a pretty big moment for you. You know, iMath was on match
Oh, yeah.
point, and you know he picks Wario Coliseum, one of his best tracks, and you end up coming out and winning on that one, like by just like the smallest of margins. How?
Barely.
Yeah, and forcing a race 13. So how are you feeling in that moment?
In that after it was 6-6.
Yeah,
All right, so I finished Wario. I think my Wario is pretty fun aside from my big spiral Arctic, which for some reason has been pretty bad at, even though like Arctic in general I'm pretty good at lately. But yeah, that was really bad, and I think I got like a 159 something. So I kind of thought it was over because Matthew is pretty crazy at that track. But no,
Mhm.
like yeah, and like right after I did that, I went to the stream and I saw he was like coming up on the end, and like I didn't even know if he was gonna beat me or not.
Oh yeah, so I think that one I was pretty far behind sync-wise.
Yeah.
yeah,
I mean, another thing is like the stream's just behind in general, not even sync wise.
Oh yeah.
yeah,
So yeah, Sherbetland. I have played Sherbetland pretty recently, and I got some pretty good times there. So I was confident that I definitely could do something in Sherbetland, but I played really poorly in lap one, and then lap two wasn't too great either, and then I don't know. I guess it was just Shy Guy Cycles for Matthew that was really the
yeah,
only
yeah.
reason
Because
I won that.
it was pretty interesting to watch because you know you used your mushrooms on lap two, and iMath was like I guess holding them for lap three, and so like anything that like made you like go for it on lap two instead of lap three or vice versa.
So the cycles, the way they work is if you're really fast, you want to do it on lap three. If you're making like a few mistakes, you want to do it on lap two.
Oh.
Because, or at least that's how I think of it. Because there's the front Shy Guy where you can actually be fast enough. But what the fuck am I talking about? I think you are supposed to do a lap three.
Yeah, that's what I think. At least if you're on God pace, you can do it on lap 2 or faster. And otherwise you can do it on lap 3. But then if you like start going even slower, then there's other things to
Okay, I
consider
think
and I
that's
don't
what
quite
happened.
remember.
I went like super slow and I still got away with doing the shrooms on lap two. I'm
Yeah,
pretty sure that's what happened.
Let's see.
yeah. No, I get
That
it.
says if you fast on lap 2, shrooms on lap 2, slow equals shrooms on lap 3.
Yeah,
So yeah, I guess that's
yeah.
that part. Yeah.
Yeah, I guess like I mean, I guess obviously one race to decide it all a lot running through your mind, not even really thinking about like your pace, honestly, at that point.
Yeah.
And like when to shroom, just like going off instinct. But yeah, I guess it just was enough to get the win. So congratulations again on the victory. That was definitely a great match. Thank you guys for putting on a show. Uh, and any closing remarks, you two?
I want to thank you, Flanders, for organizing all this because it's been like such a long time since the last DT1T, and it's really fun, especially for new players when they get to join. And it was run really well, considering like how much was happening in the whole like Olympic stuff. And I hope this happens again next year.
Yeah. Well, I appreciate that. Thank you.
Oh yeah, I'd like to.
Hmm.
You say that. And this time trial one try tournament also pretty crazy. There was a lot of fun matches to like play and to watch, and I don't know, like this is just like a good thing for like the Double Dash community in general. Just these like fun type stuff.
Yeah. All right. Well, thank you guys, both for participating and putting on a pretty good match today, and for your kind regards.